Welcome back to Morning Qi Gong. This is the Levy Tai Chi School. I am Lao Shi Paul Nettles. It is Monday morning, October the 19th, and I have a quick announcement for those of you who watch on YouTube only. There was some sort of an issue yesterday with with saving the Sunday Deep Dive video to my phone to be able to upload to YouTube. The video was corrupted somehow and is lost other than being on Facebook. So I'm not sure what happened, a technical issue of some sort. I'm not aware of what happened exactly, but the only extant copy of the Sunday Deep Dive, if you're that worried about it, is on Facebook in the archives now. Facebook seems to have removed the option for us to be able to download our own videos to external storage devices, so I can't, as I was doing, just download it and upload to YouTube. So as always, Facebook, though, it's still there. It's not going anywhere, and it was very wordy too. It wasn't a lot of movement, so maybe you're better off missing it. I will state for the record that I do not understand the weather at all. I'm not quite one of those guys yet who is watching the Weather Channel 24/7 and pulling up forecasts and so forth. So I don't always know what to expect on mornings when I come out to shoot, unless I know there's a cold front coming through. I love the cold, and we had a beautiful cold front, which is unfortunately now, I think, gone. But as you can see behind me back there is an absolutely staggering amount of fog out here this morning. What we've been saying for the past week or so, change is inevitable. This is more change. I do also want to sorry, I had a mosquito. Say real quick, you'll notice I'm wearing my Natchez t-shirt this morning. Part of that decision is because when it gets warmer, I change out of the silks and go back to my cotton clothing. It's much easier to not sweat too bad outside in the cotton clothing. The silks are much more thermally restrictive, much more cold weather clothing. But I'm wearing this one today because the Natchez Balloon Festival was the 16th and 17th, I think maybe the 18th. It was Friday and the weekend that just passed, and I think they had a pretty good weekend. I didn't get to go this year. Unfortunately, the balloon we used to crew with and the pilot we used to crew with has been retired. The balloon's still flying, but the pilot's retired, unfortunately, after I think 20 odd years of flying balloons. So there's not really for us a reason to go anymore if we can't crew. But the point being, that is also the anniversary of my wife and I's engagement. We were engaged in Skybird under Captain David Miller, whom I worked with for a good decade, and Heidi worked with a great deal as well over the years. And we were engaged in his balloon to be married, and I actually have a harder time remembering our wedding anniversary than I do our engagement anniversary, because Natchez flies the same time every year. So long discourse for not a lot of meaning. I am going to hope that it does not get to raining out here this morning. I felt a few little drops out of the trees, but I think it's going to be okay. No deep philosophy this morning, I don't think. We covered pretty deeply on Sunday the aspects of focus and of training our minds and using the opportunities that the form presents to help deepen our focus and help deepen our control over our often wandering minds. I think that's pretty well covered that day. We'll come back to it in a few days, I'm sure, or another week or so. There's always something, but I do want to remind you that while it seems that I am cycling around and around just a very few basic lessons, there's actually a reason for that. The reason is that those, excuse me, hiccups, those same basic lessons that we go over and over with on body movement, and of course the form itself, on focus, on training our minds, on the metaphors we use to examine and describe that. We cover those over and over for the reason that those are kind of basic truths, and the pursuit of mindfulness and the pursuit of a deeper engagement with our mental lives is really relatively simple. Mosquitoes again. There's not a lot to it in terms of what you have to learn or what you have to do to practice it. Like certain things, there is a tremendous amount of work to be done, but it's simple to begin. It's very straightforward stuff. It's just I would say over the long run, a tremendous amount of effort to do it. So we come back to those lessons over and over again because there aren't many to learn. There's very few to teach. Once you have them down, you start practicing, and then you continue ad infinitum. So nothing this morning won't bore you with that. I've already bored you with my engagement anniversary and so forth. We'll watch the weather. I'll watch the mosquitoes. I might have to go get some mosquito block here shortly. We'll see. And let's go ahead and try to begin the form, shall we? Do I have a mosquito right? Yeah, I sure do. In fact, I am going to go ahead and get some mosquito block. It's going to be pretty bad, I can tell already. So if you will get into a nice shoulder stance, a little wide. Let's do standing tree for just a moment while I go and get mosquito blocked. Hands at rest, fingers pointed together but not touching, elbows tucked in gently, shoulders soft and dropped. My elbows are right about my side, they're just hanging off my shoulders. All right, deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. And I'll be right back. one more deep breath. Hands relaxed. Thank you for your understanding. I have often had problems with my expectations not panning out and causing me mosquito problems. Let's go and begin with our first sow, shall we? Lifting the heavens. Breathe out. Owl gazes backwards. out. Draw bow. Breathe out. Stars fall to earth. wag's tail. Breathe out. Marry heavens and earth. Quan Ti sits on throne. Breathe in. And stamp the earth. One more. That's it. Well done. One more step forward. This, as we've said before, obviously, is not a destination. This is not a fixed goal, what we do here. What we do here is part of our lives, something that we will do for the rest of our time here. Same as getting dressed, same as having breakfast every morning, having a certain thing for breakfast every morning. Same as when you go jogging. if you jog, same as when you go to the gym, whatever you do, you can make the decision to put a little effort into something like this, half an hour every morning or so, or every day, and you keep at it. And the benefits begin rolling in, just like when you jog, when you lift weights, when you go to do cardio at the gym. But this is up here. That's the big difference. Sure, there's physical aspects to this, and certainly I've gotten stronger and more limber and more flexible as I've stayed with this over the years. But this is about mental strength. You can't go to the gym and get that necessarily. You can't find meditation on an elliptical. At least I don't think you can. Maybe you can. But this is an easy route. This is a simple route. This is a painless route. I noticed yesterday, much to my surprise, when I was trying to download the video off Facebook, the Sunday Deep Dive, which I should repeat again for those of you who joined in late. The Sunday Deep Dive video did not download properly. Usually I'm given the option to save these videos after I complete the live broadcast, and I did so, and then something happened and the file was corrupted. It didn't download properly, so I could not upload it to YouTube. But lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with that. Yeah, it's completely gone. Oh well. Perhaps I was saying if you watch it later. If you watch it when you watch it, half an hour, minimal effort, benefits are yours to reap. Mental benefits, calmness, mental strength, focus, and then increased lung capacity, stronger thighs, a more flexible spine, all these wonderful things that come along with it. Oh, I know what I was talking about, views. I was leading up to thanking you. As I was trying to download the video yesterday to upload to YouTube, when it failed, I happened to glance at the numbers, and it said that we had reached 138 people, and that was pretty cool. I don't know how many of that 138 are people who simply popped in and by Facebook's algorithm of 3 seconds stayed 3 seconds and then skated back out again, and how many actually watched all the way through. But if you are one of those 138 who are the ones who stay and practice and work with us, thank you. That's a really cool feeling. I started this as a way to help myself survive the COVID lockdown initially back in the end of March, and it's become a very important part of my morning. Very important. Reaching out to you, knowing you're out there somewhere listening, hopefully going along with me with the form, and most sincerely, hopefully, that you are gaining something very worthwhile from this. If you're doing it, I'm certain you are. I know what this form can do, and that makes me feel profoundly good inside to know that I've reached possibly 138 of you and brought you some small measure of comfort, some small measure of calm in this very uncalm time. So, standing here very humbled and very thankful for you, all of you, whether you watch every day, whether you watch once in a while, whether you watch at night, in the morning, whether you watch live or recorded on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you find it. Maybe somebody's pirating this thing and sending it to Guam. I have no idea. Thank you for spending your very valuable time with me. It means a hell of a lot. All right, I'm going to try to download this video and get it to YouTube. Tomorrow is Tuesday, back here again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will put mosquito repellent on first before coming out here. They're already trying to get on me. I guess my stuff didn't stay long, or I didn't put it on very, very well. They're trying to get at me already. Back again tomorrow morning, mosquito repellented and everything. We'll do it again. Hope I'll have some wonderful pearl of wisdom gleaned off the internet or something for you we can share. And if not, we'll share the simple joy of moving together, breathing together, finding a a certain measure of calm together. So take this energy that you've cultivated this morning with your hard efforts and do something wonderful with it today. As always, thank you. Stay safe and be well.